So Ali Forney was a real person. He was a black kid living in New York who, at the age of 13, was kicked out of his family. His mother is quoted as saying he was too gay, and then kind of bounced around from foster family to foster family, where it was so abusive for a queer black kid that he decided it was safer to be on the streets rather than in the institutions that were designed to protect him.
Well, tell us a little bit more about his story and how it came to an end.
Ali, while living on the streets, was also like that house mother, that friend who was figuring out like where everybody should be going and what they needed. He would famously carry a book bag full of condoms for his peers who were engaging in sex work to make sure that like while they needed to make sure they had the money in their pockets, they still were able to protect themselves. So even when he was down on his luck, he was worried about the well-being of his peers. This is at a time where there's really no organization that was supporting homeless queer kids. They were quite literally being killed in the streets. And pretty tragically, a handful of Ollie's closest friends and peers were murdered one after another, where he was going to the precinct demanding that somebody care about these youth and somebody provides justice. And he was essentially laughed out of the precincts. And then in 1997, he was tragically shot and left for dead in Harlem, which was the last straw for our founder, Carl. Siciliano was a former monk who couldn't kind of grapple with his own sexual identity and the monkship. So he left that life to then live amongst the homeless, where he then met Ali Forney at a shelter that wasn't queer, but was more queer friendly. That kind of launched this all. It started in 2002 as just essentially an answer to that need. It was going to be safety for these youth when they're most at risk between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m., where it was just six beds in the basement of a church. And then over these almost 25 years, it's grown into this incredible organization with wraparound services that to this day provide services to 2,200 youth every year. We
Oh, amazing.
provide both housing, we provide career and life skills. There's doctor's offices, there's a classroom, whatever these young people need. Once they reach our doors, we have a 24-hour, 7 days a week drop-in space. They're able to provide that support. Um, and then because we are the largest organization doing this work, we also do a ton of model replication work across the country and around the world.